Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel, and today I'm going to bring you a part 2 of new firearms that you can expect to see in 2021, as well as some of the items that are going to appear at the Virtual SHOT Show 2021, which was recently announced. So our friends over at Gunmagewarehouse recently posted an article that talks about what we can expect to see at the online version of SHOT Show 2021. So if you're not familiar with SHOT Show, it is one of the largest gatherings of the firearms trade industry, accessory industry. There's just a ton of vendors that show up, and while there's not going to be a physical event hosted at Las Vegas this year, you will be able to attend a virtual version of it. Of course, there's all these stipulations attached to it, and if you want that information, I will put a link to this article that I'm about to read to you in this video. I'll put it in the description box and in the comment box down below. So, shout out to Gunmagewarehouse for bringing us this information. Now, I've already covered a part 1 just yesterday of new firearms that we can expect to see in 2021, and there's also some firearms that have already been announced a couple months ago, and they are just starting to show up on the shelves. And so today I'm going to take you through those firearms that I did not mention in yesterday's video with the part 2 right now. We'll talk about some of the basic features. Unfortunately, I don't have an MSRP on a lot of these firearms that we see here because they're so new, they've just recently been announced. But we'll go and take you through an idea of what's coming out in terms of pistols, rifles, shotguns, and just show you that there is a lot to look forward to in 2021. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so get cozy because it's going to take us a while to get through this entire list. So the first thing that we have is the Arex Defense Delta Gen 2. Now, Arex is going along the lines with the same way that a lot of other manufacturers are going along in terms of the features they're going to offer on a revised model. The Gen 2 is going to come in an optics-ready configuration. It's going to have 5 different interface plates, so you can put different optics up on the top by various brands. It also has enhanced and exchangeable grip frames and with full stippling, flared magwell, multi-slot Picatinny rail. Let's see, 4 user interchangeable grip back straps, so it's definitely going to fit the hand well. Ambidextrous design, which is definitely a plus. High ammo capacity, I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe 17 rounds, I'd call that standard capacity, possibly 20 round capacity. We don't know yet. No snag iron sights, which are going to be optional tritium, as well as SIG XDM compatible dovetails. I'm assuming they're talking about for the sights. Let's see, optional ambidextrous manual safety. That's definitely a plus. So for those that don't want the manual safety, you'll be able to skip that option. Triple drop safety system and a 2-stage short reset trigger. Unfortunately, I don't have the price on this one, but it is definitely sharp looking, and we'll see how this one performs once it finally hits the consumer's hands. So one thing that we see quite a bit is when the distributors get together with the firearms companies and they produce exclusive models. Now, this might look kind of like the Cerakote Bronze Ruger Wrangler that you've seen before, but this one's actually a little bit different in terms of color. It has a plum brown Cerakote. The cylinder is going to be aluminum, and a hammer and trigger that are going to be made out of stainless steel. So it's just a slightly enhanced, a slightly different version from the Ruger Wrangler that you're used to, which is a new model that was introduced within just the last 2 years. It's been very popular. So this is going to be a Davidson's exclusive. And again, I don't have any price on this particular model, but again, it is definitely a sharp looking revolver. So while there's no guarantee that this particular model is going to make it into the hands of civilians, it's definitely worth taking a look anyway. We've got the FN 509 LS Edge, which is the 9mm long slide version of the 509. It's going to feature an optimized long slide with patented optics mounting system, a flat face trigger that's going to break cleanly at 90 degrees, and that's definitely a sharp looking trigger. Looks like it's going to have a crisp break to it. 17 round magazines and enhanced ergonomics and adaptability all across the board. The FN 509 LS Edge. Now this one is definitely made it onto my wish list for 2021. We've got the Heritage Manufacturing Barkeep Revolver. Now it's modeled after the 19th century Colt Storekeeper model, but this one's called the Barkeep. It's going to come in a single action with a 22 long rifle, 6-shot rimfire cylinder with a 2-inch barrel. It's also going to come with or be compatible with, possibly as a package, the 22 Magnum cylinder too, which is definitely the way that I would go for it. It has a variety of different finishes and colors are going to be available with prices that start around, I believe, $160, $180 MSRP. But I gotta tell you, that color case hardened model right there with the bluing is definitely a sharp looker with the wood grip. So that is the Heritage Manufacturing Barkeep Revolver. So shout out to TFB Television because they've already covered this particular model with kind of a hands-on go-over with the founder of Keltec. We've got the Keltec P50. This is the official sidearm of Space Force. Just kidding, but I could definitely see it functioning in that kind of a role. What we have here is a 5.7 FN 5.7 compatible pistol that's going to be able to take the 50-round magazines from FN that also go on the P90/PS90 SBR pistol and carbines, And it definitely is an interesting design, somewhat modular. I don't know what to think about it. I think it's definitely pretty cool. But the price on it, I think I was hearing it was going to be around anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200, depending on how you option it out. So that is the FNP 50. We'll see when these actually hit the shelves and check out some test fire videos when we can. So there you go. Definitely an interesting design. And as we continue to move up the price point just a little bit, these are definitely some sharp looking pistols. We've got the Masterpiece Arms 9mm DS9 hybrid pistols. These are going to be machined in the USA from bar stock and billet steel. They're going to feature no MIM whatsoever in terms of the internal parts and external parts, castings, or forgings. The components are going to be machined by MPA, as well as a full-length steel light rail, 5-inch frame slide, MPA 416R stainless bull barrel, and a stainless steel beaver tail grip safety, as well as a stainless steel ambidextrous safety, stainless steel slide stop, firing pin stop, ejector magwell, and 7075 black anodized aluminum grip, with a variety of different finishes available to you. Those are definitely some cool looking pistols. They're also going to feature a Koenig hammer, sear, and disconnect, Wolf springs, custom machine aluminum trigger shoe, 2-pound trigger pull, and a true one-piece toolless guide rod. The FGW slide serrations with slide lightning cuts create less reciprocating mass, and each one of these pistols is going to be hand-built, including lapping to the slide frame interface, and include a custom MPA single pistol case with one MPA 140mm magazine. Don't have a price on it right now, but I can tell you it's definitely gonna be up there, but also a very sharp looking pistol. So why go 9mm? Well, for one thing, at one point it was definitely a cost factor, but two, there's something about a 9mm 1911 pattern pistol that is so flat firing until you experience it, it's a little hard to explain. So anyway, Masterpiece Arms 9mm DS9 hybrid pistol. So anybody out there that is a fan of the AR-15 pattern firearm or the AR-15 pattern pistol, definitely should take a look at the Red Arrow Weapons Raw 15 300 Blackout pistol. Now this one's going to feature a 10-inch barrel, a 9-inch M-LOK raw rail. It's also going to have a Diamondback barrel, which is going to be 4150 construction with chrome moly and with a black nitride coating process, keeping it corrosion resistant. And it's going to operate with a 1 in 8 twist rate. It's also going to have a drop-in 3.5-pound single-stage trigger and a mil-spec 8620 MPI inspected bolt carrier group, which is pretty much the standard across the board. And that's going to complete this high-performance package. I don't have a price on this one, but it is a sharp-looking 300 Blackout pistol, so definitely something to check out if you're in the market for one of those from Red Arrow Weapons. So this is one of the few SAR models that didn't get covered in my part 1 video that I just released the other day. The SAR 9X Platinum 9mm. I swear I've already seen this one out of the markets, but if you haven't heard about it yet, here's what it's going to feature. It is a striker fire pistol. It's going to feature a lightweight polymer frame with accessory rail. It's going to have a Cerakote coated slide with a platinum finish, a 4.5-inch hammer forged barrel with a recessed crown. Also has a 3-dot side optic ready mount, plus your choice of 3 insertable back straps to personalize the fit. And it's going to feature 117 and 119 round magazine, but there's also going to be 10 round magazines available for capacity restricted states. So that is the SAR 9X Platinum 9mm. And one last detail before I forget, this is also going to include a paddle holster, a double mag pouch, a magazine loader, and an accessory flashlight. And that's also going to be some enhancements that will be included with the whole package. Now, this model has a striking resemblance to the Gen 1 EAA Polywitness or Witness polymer that I owned back in the mid-90s. But it is a brand new design from SARS Malaz. It is a very interesting single-action, double-action new pistol that's going to be coming out this year. It's got a 4.5-inch hammer forged barrel with a recessed crown, alloy forged and forged stainless steel frame and slide, so it's definitely going to be built rugged. Ergonomic trigger guard, Picatinny rail, and dovetail rear sight, and a changeable front sight. It's going to be available in blued stainless and other finishes. I don't have an MSRP on this one, but being that it's SAR, it could fall anywhere between maybe the $500 to $700 MSRP range. It's hard to tell, but the price you're actually going to see in the store will be something we'll just have to wait and see. So that is the SAR 2000 9mm pistol, a new design for 2021. So if you're a fan of all metal pistols, but you've been avoiding the SIG Sauer P320 because you're not a fan of the polymer pistols, I got some good news for you. SIG is now going to be releasing the Custom Works P320 AXG Scorpion. And that's going to feature an aluminum grip module. The grip module features an improved beaver tail, grip panels, and inserts. And while we'll be waiting for more details to come out on this particular model as well as a price, it is definitely a sharp-looking pistol. So that is the SIG Sauer Custom Works P320 AXG Scorpion. And SIG Sauer is going to be offering some slightly enhanced versions of the P226 and P229 classic pistols that we're used to seeing. We've got the Equinox series pistols. So these are 9mm hammer-fired pistols. They're going to feature a black anodized metal frame and nitron stainless steel slide to achieve a two-tone Equinox finish. The pistols are going to be equipped with their traditional X-ray 3-day night sights, Hogue Classic contour, SLG-10 grips, and a short reset trigger. And each one's going to ship with 3 magazines. So that is the SIG Custom Works Equinox series. Definitely some sharp-looking pistols. So if you're a fan of the, well, let's just call it the Nightmare appearance package that you can get on SIG Sauer pistols, especially their 1911s and some of their compact models, they're expanding the Nightmare color scheme to other models that they're going to offer. This is going to be a limited edition option, which is going to be featured on the P220, P226, and P229 models. They're going to feature a blacked out Custom Works engraved slide and blacked out frame with nickel plated contrasting controls. These are going to be the first SIG Sauer pistols that will be fitted with the Hogue Classic Contour SLG-10 grips. Those are definitely sweet looking, and we'll see what those retail for once they hit the markets. So that is the SIG Custom Works limited edition Nightmare series. All right, so fans of the 1911, we have not forgotten about you. We've got a Polynesian-inspired, very interesting-looking 38 Super 1911 pattern pistol coming out from SK Customs. What's interesting about this is it's going to be a two-part series. So if you buy this particular pistol, which is part 1, you're going to have an option to get a matching special edition number on part 2. So I'm assuming they're going to be able to give you the same issue number that you have received in your first pistol. What's interesting on this is that it's going to be completely functional, okay? It's a high-polished royal blued slide with Polynesian-inspired motifs, extensively etched in 24-karat gold, and a diamond-studded front sight. Gold-plated hardware includes the magazine release, grip screws, and barrel bushing and hammer. The owls are black-etched on each ivory scrimshaw finished grip, and a high-polished stainless steel national match barrel to complete the package. Each gun in this numbered edition series will be sequentially numbered from 1 to 200. So if you're a collector of fine 1911s, the SK Customs Mana is definitely one that you need to check out. So if you're a fan of the P365, but you want to take it up to the next level, I've got some good news for you. Zev Technologies is enhancing the P365 with the Z365. This is a micro-compact gun, which has been modified, chambered in 9mm. It's going to come standard with the Zev Octane Slide and RMS Optic Cut, compatible with Shield RMS's, SIG Romeo Zeros, and the Holosun HS407K red dots. It's going to feature a Pro Barrel and Zeb's fiber optic combat sights. So if you want that enhanced P365 because your current P365 is not doing it for you, definitely make sure you check out the Z365 from Zev Technologies and SIG Sauer. Alright guys, so that concludes our coverage of my part 2 of new pistols and new designs you can expect to see in 2021. Now again, some of these might have been released in October, November, December, but they're going to be featured at SHOT Show 2021, the virtual online event this year, and some of these have not hit the market yet. So hopefully we brought some new ideas to you for pistols to look forward to, maybe something to look forward to purchasing this year. And as always guys, I want to thank you guys for subscribing and watching. We got a lot more content coming your way. I'll be releasing a part 3 and part 4 where we will feature new rifles that'll be coming out in 2021 as well as new shotguns you can expect to see on the shelves. So be watching for part 3 and part 4 this week. And again, a special shout out to Gunmagewarehouse for releasing all this information for us on the virtual SHOT Show 2021, which models you can expect to see. I'll put a link to this article in the description box and also the comment box down below. But if you don't get a chance, make sure, if you have time, make sure you check out my part 1 video of new firearms to expect in 2021. All right, guys. So in the meantime, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe, like and subscribe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon.